As production and operations have resumed across Guangdong, enterprises in various sectors have slowly returned to normal amid the COVID-19 epidemic. However, restaurants which were hit particularly hard now require more strict prevention measures to help minimize the risk of cross-infection, which included ceasing dine-in services for a period of time until the 21st of February. Over the last few weeks, more and more restaurants across Guangdong have slowly started to reopen under the guidance and supervision of local authorities. As we move on from the epidemic, we are slowly starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel for the catering sector. Aaron McKenzie, who has been running a restaurant in Guangzhou, has been invited onto our show to tell us his story and how he has coped with the difficulties he's faced since the COVID-19 outbreak began. I want to start off by talking a little bit about how business is going here at Social & Co. I did see on your WeChat moments for a while the restaurant had to close. I know it's now reopened, but are you doing it a little bit tough? What's it like?
I think everyone in any industry in China is doing it tough at the moment, and even the world. But we closed down in January for our normal Chinese New Year break, and then staff left. We were meant to reopen on the 1st, and then didn't end up reopening until the 10th for dine-in. And when we opened on the 10th, this was obviously when COVID-19 was in full swing. So to give you an example, we see between 300 to 400 people a day, just on an average day. And the 10th and 11th, we saw 20 on the 10th, 25 on the 11th, and on the 12th, that was when we had the notice that we had to close down for dine-in services, which is fine because it's one of these things that it's out of my control. So
Aaron had to stop offering dine-in service on February 12th as requested by the government due to the escalating situation regarding the COVID-19 outbreak, which no doubt had an impact on his business. It wasn't until February 22nd that Aaron was allowed to reopen the restaurant and offer dine-in service, albeit with strict measures to avoid cross-infection. Here in the restaurant, what measures have you implemented to make sure that you're keeping your employees and your customers safe and to stop the spread of the virus under your roof?
Under my roof. So we have quite a stringent cleaning policy anyway, and we have for 6 years. So from the moment the staff walk in, there's checklists and procedures that they have to follow using commercial grade cleaning products. So now it's just even hyping that up even more. I mean, I've never used so much bleach in my life, but I know the restaurant's clean, and the staff have always had very good personal hygiene levels because that's what we implemented quite strictly when we first opened. But it's also making sure that when the customer walks in, it smells clean or it feels clean. So it's just maintaining that. What we do for when customers come in is obviously the government regulations of temperature, time they arrive, table they sit at, name, phone number. The temperature. Some customers like it on their wrist, some like it on their forehead, some like it wherever they want it. As long as the temperature reads low, it's fine.
Depending on how many drinks you've had.
Yes. Well, we did have one guy come in and the temperature was way too high. And he had said he'd been out drinking with friends, Maotai.
Wow.
So, but his temperature was far too high. I said, I'm really sorry, we can't have you in here. So
should have just told him to go down and get an ice cream and come back in 5 minutes.
I should have done that, it probably would have been easier. But yeah, it's just making sure that the customer that walks in is safe, but the customer they're sitting next to. So we obviously have enough space between the customers for them to feel safe. And also now I think with COVID-19, when people sneeze or they cough, they immediately look up to see who's looking to make sure, okay, I don't have it. So there's hand sanitizer on the table, just trying to get them to proactively wash their hands before they eat. Use the hand sanitizer. And what we do is we get the staff to constantly use the hand sanitizer as well. So then if the customer sees the staff doing it, then they feel like they want to do it as well.
My name's Christy. I'm from Australia, same as Marley. Because I know that the staff are very vigilant. They test our temperature. There's lots of hand sanitizer around. Everyone washes their hands when they get in. The staff are very clean. I know the food's very good quality and that they abide by the government laws. So it's good to have something to look forward to, a place that you can go out and eat and still enjoy life while being under these situations. So yeah, I feel very confident eating here.
As people's lives return to normal, Aaron's business is gradually recovering, with customer numbers now bouncing back to 1/3 of the average before the epidemic. He believes that the suffering food and beverage sector in Guangzhou is indeed recovering as well.